And it's Garda Inspector Mick Curley from Galway who starts his second successive Connacht final, and already, as you'll gather, some switches in positions. Mickey Quinn, for instance, has gone to midfield as we watch Pat Fallon advance, looking for the first score of the match. Tapped in. Oh, it's a goal! A disastrous mistake. Well, goalkeeper and full-back really got in one another's way here. And a goal after about 20 seconds in the very first attack. Pat Fallon was probably going for a point, but that's where Seamus Quinn and Martin McHugh got their signals in a mix-up. So a disastrous start then for Leitrim, who won the toss and play from right to left in the first half. They have this free. Fallon, the goal scorer, probably the most surprised man of all here. Behind Barry Heffernan's goal, it's going to be Aidan Rooney, who went into this final as Leitrim's top scorer with 9 points so far from 3 matches. Not a great kick by any manner of means. Peter Butler winning it back. Strong shoulder, forceful play there. McGarry getting it clear. And look how far back Kevin Lydon is probably going to play in this match. He roams around everywhere and anywhere. Butler released again to Fallon. Dropped in towards Liam McHale. Will he cause problems for the youngest player in this Leitrim team? Seamus Quinn, their fullback. Taken very quickly indeed. Back there is Gary Rowan, supported by Kevin Cahill. Declan Darcy, the team captain, he'll be hoping to settle down his side early on now, after that real body blow. Once again, Peter Butler. Colin McMenamin having a quick look around just to see who's running into positions. It was intended there for Kevin O'Neill, never reached him. Enterprising ball through the centre. Got a quick glimpse there of Colin McGlynn looking back at the referee, feeling he was being held. Anthony McGarry. Darcy going down low again. Mickey Quinn almost touching it on the ground. Referee right alongside him, spotting that he was fouled as he was bidding to take that ball up. Dropped in well. Liam Conlon looking for the first score for Leitrim. Just to the left and wide. Barry Heffernan, the Mayo under-21 goalkeeper as well. Touchdown well in the centre there by Pat Donoghue. Paul Kieran. Some wayward finishing, however. Well, that goal will certainly settle down Mayo very quickly. Ironically, a younger side going into this final. John Conmey, in spite of the number 13, he's playing around left half forward. Many switch of positions. That's partly blocked down there. George Dugdale from Mohill. Challenged by Colin McMenamin. The decision going Mayo's way. Both sides, as you'll gather, with the change strip this afternoon because of the similarity of colours normally. Towards Liam McHale, fisted down this time by Seamus Quinn. A namesake but no relation of Mickey Quinn. Kevin O'Neill played superbly in his first championship match last year, which of course was in the Connacht final. First wide of the game for Mayo, Leitrim with 2. Well, the big talking point, of course, after just 20 seconds, Pat Fallon's goal. I think he was certainly trying to go for accuracy, but that's where it was dropped by the fullback beyond the goalkeeper. It's a very damp morning here in Roscommon Town, and a lot of rain landed on the surface, making it a little slippery, as Colin McMenamin is told by referee Mick Curley just to bring the ball back a fraction. He was taken from just about the same position in which he was originally positioned anyway, but Kevin Lydon boots it out over the sideline, and it'll be a Leitrim ball. Jerry Flanagan now, across the line towards Mickey Quinn. Nobody in there waiting for it, however, except Kevin Staunton. Staunton taking it back, going forward with a bit of purpose. Liam McHale, player who's on the ground. Good defensive play by Leitrim, grouping well, but then they leave a few gaps. Declan Darcy, Dublin-based, as so many of these Leitrim players are. Mickey Quinn. Colin McGlynn just having a look over the right shoulder. Watching the whole time was Gary Rowan. Peter Butler playing it back towards his corner back, who's now in a bit of trouble over there. McGlynn. A promising move. Now can they get something out of this? Liam Conlon kicking, looking for Leitrim's first point of the day, and again he's kicked it wide. It's 2 wides now out of the 3 so far for Leitrim, kicked by Liam Conlon. Pat Fallon just touching that one on. Leitrim building steadily. Once again, it's Fergal Reynolds. How often he's been up joining the attack. But they're kicking it away in these early minutes, and we've only just about played 7 minutes of the first half. Mayo taking the option in their attack of playing just 2 men in the inside forward line as we watch Mickey Quinn try to drive his side forward somehow, looking for their first score of the day. George Dugdale going in there, but a sliding challenge which is outlawed in the rules. Last player to pick himself up was Kevin Cahill, fouled by Dugdale. Free kick to Mayo. So still just a 1-0 from the very first attack, straight from the throw-in. One back by Pat Donoghue. Declan Darcy running it forward towards Pádraig Kenny, who's yet to get into the match. Liam Conlon's been on the ball a few times. Paul Kieran's moved just ahead of him here. Getting support here from Pádraig Kenny. That looks a better one. It raises a huge cheer. It's taken a while to come, but Pádraig Kenny from Alan Gales can always be depended upon to take his score. And it seems like Leitrim outnumber the Mayo followers about 2-1 here. This is where that attack was set up. And Pádraig Kenny just taking it away. In fact, the referee got on the wrong side of one of the Mayo players who was powerless to put in a challenge, and that helped. Broken down well here towards Kevin Lydon again. Having a look around just to see where Pat Fallon is moving. Tony Morley slipping around the place there. And likewise, the wing-back Noel Moran. In towards Liam McHale, fisted down, but the referee says no, won't count. It's going to be a free kick. Liam McHale using a restraining arm. The free kick just goes beyond the 45-metre line. Ball won back here by Pat Fallon. Getting plenty of assistance here from Kevin Staunton. Traded back again, this time towards Kevin O'Neill. And that time the referee allows the free kick to be taken quickly. Colin McManaman looking for another score. So much of the pressing in the opening 11 minutes has been done by Leitrim. Broken down by Pat Donoghue. Gathered here by Noel Moran. Challenged the whole time. Taken quickly by Fergal Reynolds. One back here. Kevin Lydon's kick is blocked down there. Once again, it's Fergal Reynolds. Paulie Kenny, the player who's involved over there with Peter Butler. Another promising Mayo attack, and once again you get the feeling that Seamus Quinn is very, very nervous indeed, the full-back. Jersey was being pulled over there by Paulie Kenny. That'll be a Mayo free kick. So far it's been quite scrappy. Taken by Peter Butler. One back here well by Mickey Quinn, giving the leadership. Paul Kieran. Dispossessed there well by Pat Holmes. Now Pat Fallon. And that's where the Leitrim defender just got one hand to it, and that was sufficient to keep it away. Noel Moran doing well. Mickey Quinn once again, he's picking up a lot of loose ball in midfield. Broken down here towards Paulie Kenny. Kenny putting the head down, making some headway, getting well past Kevin Cahill, but the angle getting tight at all times, so the referee says pushed, and that's going to be a free in. So a chance of a second score. Anthony McGarry deemed guilty there of fouling Paulie Kenny. And it's going to be a free kick from a more favourable position. Mayo penalised 13 metres, not getting back fast enough. So this is a very straightforward kick for Aidan Rooney, looking for his first point of the day. And it's Leitrim's second, and now there's just a point in it. Leitrim making a slow but steady recovery after that disastrous surrender of a goal after about 20 seconds. Well, with just over 14 minutes gone in the first half, I think Jack O'Shea might be the more worried of the two coaches. His side has failed to add to that goal from Pat Fallon here. Here he comes again. Strong challenge. Well kicked away that time. Paul Kieran. Gathered well here by Liam Conlon. Plenty of options opening up ahead of him. Pat Donoghue getting into a threatening position. This ground where Leitrim defeated Roscommon in the first round of the championship. Back towards Pádraig Kenny again, who's bidding to put the side on terms. And the umpire seems to have raised the hand, signaling that it might have touched a defender, which indeed could well be the case. In fact, it is going to be a 45, because Pádraig Kenny would normally have been a great deal more reliable in his kicking than to have gone nearer to the corner flag than the goal. Thursday afternoon. Paul Kieran from the Sean O'Heslin's club in Leitrim has this chance of putting Leitrim level and making a full recovery from the goal loss, but that's tailing too much. Pat Fallon wanting, I think, a greater contribution from the other Mayo players. Just some words there being exchanged. Kevin Staunton, the Mayo player, involved. Leitrim, to their credit, have come back strongly, battled well. Names been taken. Knockmore's Kevin Staunton. Mickey Quinn very much the general around midfield. Towards Colin McGlynn. Can he break it down sufficiently for Paul Kieran to come on to? Liam Conlon beaten for it by Anthony McGarry. Getting it away as far as Peter Butler. Pat Donoghue back there, almost colliding with Colin McMenamin. Fed nicely down towards Colin McGlynn again. Gary Rowan is the Mayo player there. Quizzical expression on his face. So Leitrim's line ball. George Dugdale. And really, he's booted it out over the end line. Leitrim have 6 wides already in this match to just 2 from Mayo. Barry Heffernan here in just his 2nd championship match. Leitrim winning everything around midfield. Again, it's Mickey Quinn, Kevin Lydon, but that's given away there. All too easily to Kevin O'Neill. Free kick taken. Down towards the 2-man inside attacking line of Liam McHale and Tony Morley. And the referee is going to call Liam McHale across. He sent him off last year when he threw a blow. And this time it's going to be a booking. So a second Mayo player has had his name taken. This is where Declan Darcy was coming away. And Liam McHale just preventing him from coming out. So the free will be taken by Martin McHugh. We saw his side enjoying good grip on this match, not quite reflected in the scoreboard. Nice play by Peter Butler. This is Michael Coleman now, one of the newcomers this year. Kevin Staunton now. Another Kevin Lydon. Nice ball. Kevin O'Neill took up a very good position. Jerry Flanagan went across, but that's a foul, and it's going to be a free in from the 13-metre line. Kevin O'Neill opting to take this free from the 13-metre line from the ground. After the three Kevins, Staunton, Lydon and O'Neill were involved in that attack. Looking for the second point for Mayo, second score, and it's gone wide. Mayo have not increased their lead. We're now after playing 20 minutes of the first half. Pat Donoghue attempting to gather. It'll be Kevin Staunton who'll kick this one in. Very low scoring so far. Liam McHale slipping on the treacherous conditions. Seamus Quinn now coming more and more into the match, having recovered well. And George Dugdale. Leitrim looking for a first success for 67 years in the Connacht Championship. Nicely outside. Beautiful ball. Declan Darcy, look what a good position he took up here. The centre half back and team captain was fouled inside there. So a free kick is the outcome. Great run through the centre there by the attack-conscious captain. So here's a great chance then for Leitrim to draw level. They estimate here that 2 out of every 5 Leitrim native is here this afternoon. That's the equaliser, and it's Paul Kieran who's got it. May have missed an earlier one, but not this. So Leitrim made a full recovery now after that goal they give away so early in the game. Jack O'Shea has made a bit of a change, by the way. He's brought his fullback Kevin Cahill out to mark Pádraig Kenny. That's where much of the threat has been coming from. Meanwhile, it's Michael Coleman for Mayo, who've been very disappointing in this first half so far, having got a great start to the match. Fergal Reynolds. Broken down by Pádraig Kenny, but waiting for it there. Kevin Lydon. Nicely across here towards Colin McMenamin. Laying one down inside there for Kevin O'Neill to take. Missed initially. Jerry Flanagan lying on the ground. And the referee going in there. They went up to throw this ball in. Jerry Flanagan, the player involved. Really tenacious wing back with an abundance of experience as well. John O'Mahony coming in here to take a check on his wing back. This is where Jerry was winning that tussle there against Kevin O'Neill. Slipped down awkwardly then and caught that left boot of Kevin O'Neill. It'll take more than a knock like that to put this strong fellow out of a Connacht final. Referee just checking on the watch there. There are 24 minutes gone. And so far, disappointing Connacht final. Paul Kieran, doctor based in Enniskillen, kicking it forward to Liam Conlon. Conlon looking around, blocked down well by Anthony McGarry. There's no doubt about it, Leitrim really have enormous incentive. They've been in the backwoods for so long. Colin McGlynn. Players running into position. One of them is George Dugdale just ahead of him. McGlynn locating Dugdale. Pass to goal blocked partly. Barry Heffernan doing well. Taken with some difficulty by Anthony McGarry. Played back by the team captain Pat Holmes. It reaches Pat Fallon. Out as far as Kevin Staunton. Down to Liam McHale. A buzz of anticipation. On to Colin McMenamin. McMenamin trying to get it back to McHale, succeeds. Looking for just Mayo's second score. Very wide across. Down to John Conmee. On his championship debut, he strikes the upright. Leitrim living a little dangerously. Seamus Quinn taking it out. Taken very low indeed by Pádraig Kenny. Kenny seeing a good run across the line there by Aidan Rooney. Getting by Peter Butler's despairing lunge. Ian Conlon over there trying to make that his, succeeds. On his favoured right boot. Oh, it comes back off the post. Leitrim out of luck at one end, Mayo out of luck at the other. Now Gary Rowan. Oh, that's a dangerous challenge by Mickey Quinn. He'll get booked at least for that. A challenge on Kevin Cahill. And quite correctly, the name going into the book. Well, Mickey Quinn will be the first to appreciate that this was a very dangerous challenge. And the linesman now bringing something to the referee's attention. Jerry Flanagan being called. Jerry, you may remember, picked up a knock earlier on when he collided with the boot of Kevin O'Neill. It may just be his way of saying, well, tit for tat. Pat Holmes. This time it's Seamus Quinn taking it out. Noel Moran. Just in over the head there of Aidan Rooney. Won back by Michael Coleman from Mayo. Now Kevin Staunton. Colin McMenamin. Remember, it's 3 points for Leitrim. Just one goal for Mayo. And the people who were saying in the week, in the build-up to this match, that Mayo hadn't been properly tested, well, their words vindicated so far. And that comes off the post again. Kevin Staunton out of luck. Liam McHale drilling it in, but outside and wide. An exciting passage of play. Well, the upright's been struck at either end quite repeatedly. That's Kevin Staunton's effort coming back down to safety. And that's where Fergal Reynolds was a little slow in closing down McHale. Pat Fallon holding it up nicely. There's Tony Morley on his left-hand side. Fergal Reynolds trying to get in a challenge. Back to Liam McHale. Coming down eventually. And it's Joe Honeyman, brother of Ollie, who gave such great service to the county over the years and a current selector. Joe thinking he'd won an extra 13 metres. Just 6 minutes to go to half-time now. Pat Donoghue here, bidding to set up Colin McGlynn. There was some pushing, and the player who was pushed out of the way was Kevin Cahill. Peter Butler anxious to take the free kick quickly, but Cahill in a better position to take it. Player who was fouled, having the option of taking the kick from the hands, down towards Colin McMenamin. Into Liam McHale, now very much isolated against Seamus Quinn. And back there once again assisting is Joe Honeyman. Doing well, linking up with Seamus Quinn. Broken down by Pádraig Kenny, but only as far as Kevin Staunton. Paul Kieran beaten for that one by Kevin Lydon. And again it's the free-running Liam McHale. Punted through. Attempted to get Tony Morley on his way. Also been touched down on the ground. It's run with Kevin O'Neill. And in the end, it's Fergal Reynolds who gets it out. Anywhere will do seems to be the option. Noel Moran. Aidan Rooney's kick partly blocked. That's Paul Kenny very much playing his heart out. And Jack O'Shea having his problems. Kenny dropped in well, intended for Liam Conlon, broken down however by Pat Fallon. Now McGarry. Michael Coleman. Good run forward here. Well blocked. And again it's Joe Honeyman. Playing it dangerously across there. Declan Darcy and Fergal Reynolds, the player who was fouled. Darcy there with a word of encouragement to his young fullback, Seamus Quinn. This is where that ball came wide across the face of the goal from the hand pass as far as Fergal Reynolds, the shoulder from John Conmey into the face. So yet again the free kick will be taken by the goalkeeper Martin McHugh from Aucknasheelan. Pat Donoghue poised in there, jumping with his own man being Paul Kieran. Back to Declan Darcy. Remember the run he made some time ago, trying to inspire his side once more. Michael Coleman just ahead of him. Padraig Kenny breaking it down, fed inside from Mickey Quinn. Can their most famous and most experienced player score? He can. Leitrim have got in front. It may be low scoring, but if they win the Connacht Cup, my goodness, how they'll celebrate. This was a great moment for Leitrim as Padraig Kenny played that ball inside from Mickey Quinn to get away from a whole group of Mayo players, kick with accuracy and send them in front for the first time. Well, it's no more than Leitrim deserve to be in front at this stage. Noel Moran. Nice ball across to Aidan Rooney again. Nicely taken by Liam Conlon. Now can he put two between them? He can! That's a great kick. Liam Conlon. Well, it just about reflects the difference between the teams. And when you think that Mayo's goal really was the result of a gift, that's a great kick. Taken again by Jerry Flanagan. They've had so many disappointing days down the years. Still the whole of the second half to come, and anything can happen once Jack O'Shea has had his words with his team at half-time, and words I'm certain he'll have. They were in there in a huddle just a few minutes ago, the Mayo selectors considering their options with the half-time break just a few minutes away. Colin McMenamin setting up Pat Fallon, played most of this half at midfield rather than on the 40. Nicely out by Pat Donoghue. And Padraig Kenny is restrained. The referee says that's going to be a free up. In terms of the chances created so far, Leitrim have created 15, taken 5 of those. Mayo created 8 chances and got just that 1 goal in the very first half minute. Paul Kieran's free in towards Colin McGlynn, trying to reach up for it there, but that's gone wide. Leitrim's 7th wide, Mayo with 4 during the first half. Mickey Quinn rising up for this again, broken down by Paul Kieran. Kieran showing tenacity, up towards Colin McGlynn again, picked it off the ground. That's going to be a free up. Taken quickly. Anthony McGarry towards Colin McMenamin, waiting for Kevin O'Neill to come onto it. He's yet to make the kind of impact he made last season. Instead, it's Joe Honeyman and company who are making the impact. Liam Conlon now just went to ground, free in, stumbled at the most inappropriate moment. This is the first half that's been dominated by Leitrim. No doubt about that. Paul Kieran just coming up to have a word there with Aidan Rooney, both of them free takers, as Michael Coleman makes his way back. Shaping up like Rooney will be the one to take it. Leitrim lead this match by double scores. A second point by Aidan Rooney. And once again, joyous celebration for the fans who've travelled here in their thousands, and that's the final piece of action of a first half. Mayo have been most disappointing, quite insipid. Leitrim playing a tenacious and spirited game. And listen to the roar of the crowd as they go in at half-time. The half-time score reads Leitrim 6 points, Mayo 1 goal. So will it be Leitrim's second title or Mayo's 36th? Right now, Mayo looking for a couple of scores badly, put under pressure straight away here with Kevin Cahill, who touches the ball on the ground. It'll be a free in. Colin McGlynn making his way inside. For Declan Darcy, you'll remember the great point he got here against Roscommon. Did it against Galway as well. John O'Mahony has entrusted him with many of the long-range kicks. Mayo now needing to keep their composure, keep their concentration. And that's a very good start to the second half. So Leitrim stretched their lead, and now they lead by 4 points. So Leitrim 7 points, Mayo 1 goal. Towards Ronan Golding. Pat Fallon trying to take it past Paul Kieran. Joe Honeyman leaving it behind to Colin McMenamin. Up towards Kevin O'Neill. O'Neill now has gone to top of the left. Noel Moran here, the wing back. Peter Butler lets it drop down, comes off Aidan Rooney. And Jack has used the pencil to fill out a couple of pieces of paper, bringing in 2 subs at the start of the second half. Jerry Flanagan put under pressure again, getting the assistance here of his young fullback, Seamus Quinn. High challenge by Liam McHale, that's going to be a free out. Not a fair shoulder to shoulder. Comes off Corey Kenny, waiting for it Paul Kieran. Dropped in towards Liam Conlon, out to the ball first time. Aidan Rooney. Is this going to sail over the bar? It is! is a great spell now for Leitrim football. Aidan Rooney's third point. People who thought they'd never see it happen. 1967, they were trounced by Mayo by 20 points that day in the Connacht final. But right now, it's Mayo who are taking a bit of a pasting. Aidan Rooney, and you wonder now, have Mayo got the stomach for the fight? Well, they'll give us that answer, I'm sure, over the next half an hour. Paul Kieran's kick down into space. Gary Rowan trying to take it. Kevin Cahill appeared to be challenged as he was trying to pick that ball off the ground. The players who went off, by the way, are Tony Morley and John Conmey. Very players who were brought in the first place. Mayo really needing an early score now. John Casey, back to Liam McHale. Can he lead the way? Kevin Lydon. Again, will they take that one pass too many? McHale going for the point. This looks to be on its way. Oh, it comes down off the post, and the goalkeeper was fortunate enough. Kept his eye on it. And Mayo still struggling to get their second score of the match. Martin McHugh came out, regathered, and that's where he was fouled, taking the ball out. Paul Kieran tentatively racing across for it, down to Noel Moran, partially blocked down by Golding. The jersey was tugged there. Jersey of Pat Fallon, and dragged by Noel Moran. Kevin Lydon's kick, aimed in towards Liam McHale. The big man was being pushed, and it's going to be a free in. So here's the chance now for Mayo to get their second score in the 5th minute of the second half. Liam trying to rally the troops. It's going to be Kevin O'Neill who will take it. It's taken a long time, a full 40 minutes to get a second score, but Liam O'Neill doing the needful. Now perhaps that will give them hope and confidence. McHugh's kick. An attempt at fisting it on by Paul Kieran doesn't work out. Comes back to Noel Moran. He leaves it behind, however, to Peter Butler. Up to Kevin Lydon. This is a bit more like it now from Mayo. This is what we've come to expect. Ronan Golding going in. Oh, that's a good effort. Stopped by McHugh. Quick look around. Opting to drill it down towards Mickey Quinn. Quinn trying to get away from the challenge there, and more than a challenge, a foul by Pat Fallon. Quinn down for Colin McGlynn on the 45-metre line. Players moving into space ahead of him. Kevin Cahill was tugging away at him, hence the free kick. Cahill from Ballahadureen, which is John O'Mahony's club. Leitrim in no particular hurry to take this free kick. It'll be Paul Kieran, scorer of a point from a free in the first half, who'll take this one. He can get it in over Pat Fallon's outstretched hands, going left. First wide of the second half for Leitrim, after the 7 they got in the first half. Fallon. Michael Coleman attempting to pick this one up. Ball just going astray, however. Aidan Rooney fouled. Vital decisions going Leitrim's way. Well, the Mayo players, I think, in fairness, were attempting to get back, in particular Gary Rowan, when that was hit against him by Aidan Rooney. Nonetheless, it's Mayo are penalised an additional 13 metres. Peter Butler still making his point to referee Mick Curley. Well, Declan Darcy scored with his first kick of the second half. And now some 8 minutes into the half, viewed from the other end. Kicking towards the graveyard end of McHale Park. Or Dr. Hyde Park, I should say. And that's over. Declan Darcy, his second pointed free. Very definitely in Roscommon. So Leitrim now doing nicely, leading by 9 points to 1-1. Ball broken down once again by Mayo fingers, this time to Mickey Quinn. Noel Moran playing better in the second half. Down to Colin McGlynn, huge gaps opening up. Players in support, George Dugdale running ahead. McGlynn kicking, and that's gone wide. And Pat Donoghue in particular, and George Dugdale, very displeased that McGlynn didn't place one of them. Barry Heffernan waiting because Liam McHale, it appears, may switch positions and come to the 40. In a switch with John Casey, but it's all Leitrim. They've been the better team so far. Now can they maintain their approach work and their discipline and their sheer commitment? Mickey Quinn. Kicking with accuracy and over. A second point from Mickey Quinn, drifting into a wonderful position. Well, when you think that over the last 17 years he's only been on 8 championship-winning teams, 3 in the last 2 years, it indicates the kind of career he's had. This is where he was placed beautifully and turned around the pivot and the kick. Belted away there. Anywhere will do for Joe Honeyman. Gathering it up again. Brother Ollie played for 3 decades in the Leitrim colours, and Joe is young enough, I think, to continue perhaps into the next century. John O'Mahony hoping that he can do what Michael O'Hare's father did. That's lead a Leitrim team from the sideline to win the Connacht title. Last done, of course, 67 years ago. Appears to be Joe Honeyman, the injured player. And this is where Mickey Quinn was in there. Joe Honeyman putting in the challenge as well. Referee had blown the whistle. Joe was in trouble. Thankfully able to continue. Leitrim play with a very small pool of players. Not much leeway for John O'Mahony to make too many changes. Declan Darcy's kick. In towards Colin McGlynn. Mickey Quinn says, leave it there for me. This is the day on which he's been given the leadership. He really is enjoying himself out there. Lee McHale way back. This is how difficult as Mayo have been experiencing it this afternoon, having to dig deep and forage to gain possession. Pat Fallon. Players waiting. Kevin O'Neill here. With a solo run, inevitably he will turn onto that left boot. Wasted possession. Nothing really going right for Jack O'Shea's charges. Pat Donoghue's kick, again targeting Liam Conlon. Quick change of direction. Free kick. The direction the referee allows an advantage. This time it is going to be a free kick. Kick to Leitrim. The winners here, of course, will play the winners of next Sunday's Leinster final between Dublin and Meath. Michael Coleman has been replaced, or has been booked, I should say. Liam McHale, by the way, has now gone to midfield as Aidan Rooney shapes up to get his 4th point of the day. A kickable position for a right-footed kicker. Should be, and indeed it is. It's looking like a glory day for lovely Leitrim. But still, what a long way to go, and anything can happen in this game of football. This is the player booked just a few seconds ago, Michael Coleman. Stepping into it there is Gary Rowan. On towards Ronan Golding. Peter Butler. Kicked away by Seamus Quinn. What a nightmare start, Quinn. Butler kicking. John Casey trying to gain an advantage in along the sideline there. Referee's whistle has sounded. It's going to be a free in. Smiling referee. Garda Inspector Mick Curley from Renmore in Galway. Kevin O'Neill, one of 5 Knockmore players on the panel. Angle is very tight for a left-footed kicker. And so it remains Mayo 11 points. It remains Leitrim 11 points, Mayo 1-1. We have a quarter of an hour gone in the second half. 20 minutes to go. Great fetch by Paul Kieran under some pressure. Left-footed down towards Colin McGlynn again, attracting 2 Mayo defenders to him. Barry Heffernan having to be alert. Anthony McGarry, right corner back now in the left corner position. And that's going to be retaken. Taken to Michael Coleman. Ronan Golding to Liam McHale. Good run across here by the other substitute, John Casey. Taking Seamus Quinn out of position. Casey showing why he's so highly rated in Mayo. Back to Pat Holmes. Peter Butler. Nicely in. Goal chance stopped on the line brilliantly. Well, Colin McMenamin had a glorious chance. It's going to be a free out. That was a great save by Martin McHugh. Heroes all in the Leitrim colours. McMenamin, the one who forced the save from this young goalkeeper. This is that ball right across from Butler to McMenamin. He was outside the small rectangle and the goalkeeper got down well. Comes off the chest of Mickey Quinn. And the Leitrim winning by 11 points to 1-1. Once again, it's John Casey. And he's looked a lot sharper than many of the Mayo players who were in from the outset. Free to Mayo. Referee just indicating why. So Mayo trying to eat into the 7-point lead that Leitrim enjoy. McHale, great defending, absolutely wonderful defending. That's belted out by Fergal Reynolds. Down to Aidan Rooney. And Mayo now will have to roll up the sleeves as never before to try and get back into this match. There's still time if they're good enough. But they've been giving away second best throughout this match to Leitrim. Kevin O'Neill, back, blocked down brilliantly there by Declan Darcy. Once again it's Joe Honeyman. Mickey Quinn now. An all-star a few years ago, just after Leitrim won the All-Ireland B Championship. But this is the big one, this is the one they want to win in the West. Liam Conlon's kick. And the less said about that, the better. Former Star Colleges player with St. Mel's. Just a hint of a smile there on the face of John O'Mahony. What a wonderful job he's done. A tough Connacht campaign. Taken under pressure here by George Dugdale. Fouled. Very quickly taken. Good thinking there by George Dugdale to Pádraig Kenny. That's a point. Kenny's second point. But the product of some very, very alert thinking by George Dugdale. It may well be moonlight in Mayo. That was a wonderful score. Dugdale was fouled. He was thinking quickly. So too was Pádraig Kenny. Into position. Marking was very poor. Coming late. And he kicked a beautiful score. Barry Heffernan's kick towards Liam McHale. Leitrim now playing as if their lives depend upon this. They've been promising in recent years, but they've never been in a better position than they're in right now. McMenamin, who might have got a goal some minutes ago. Declan Darcy. Thoughtful ball out of defence as far as George Dugdale. Across towards Liam Conlon, looking up, spotting Colin McGlynn ahead of him, and Pádraig Kenny coming in assistance. Going by that shoulder of Peter Butler. Still Pádraig Kenny. Outside towards Conlon. One back here again. And in the end, an easy one for Barry Heffernan to cope with. Well, the sheer work rate of these Leitrim players is so impressive. Joe Honeyman again. Well, what team could have gone into this first final in 27 years, given a goal away in the first attack, and then come back so strongly? There's a quarter of an hour left. Kevin Staunton let that one bounce off his leg. We haven't seen much of Kevin Staunton in the second half. With injury here. There will be Declan Darcy, who is coming out of defence. There's Declan Darcy. Very dangerous challenge indeed by Peter Butler, connecting to the thigh. And Butler gets his name taken. And meanwhile, his name has gone into the book for that rash challenge. And the team captain is back on his feet again. It'll be a nervy last 10-15 minutes now for these fans. Paul Kieran is going to take the free kick. Dropped in towards George Dugdale. Colin McGlynn, nice balance and control, needing assistance, getting it from Aidan Rooney. Well, they've had a couple of late attacks there. Should have taken them to stretch their lead. Mayo really struggling to recover. And once again, it's Paul Kieran forcefully carrying it down. Wide across the goal. Easy one for Gary Ruan. Michael Coleman. Once again, it's Ronan Golding for a Mayo side that has scored only 2 scores in this match and just 1 point in the second half. Quite frankly, it's as poor a Mayo performance as I can remember. Liam McHale jumping. Pat Donoghue, the one who moves in. Mayo's Kieran MacDonald, who's also come in the last couple of minutes. Liam McHale having words with the referee, Mick Curley, but the decision has been made. Paul Kieran now for a Leitrim side who really are the complete masters of this match. 11 minutes to go, and they should be able to stay in control. Mickey Quinn back towards Pádraig Kenny. George Dugdale taking it instead, enterprisingly in, and stopped there by Barry Heffernan. The challenge was by Colin McGlynn. Out as far as Kevin Staunton. Mayo needing scores very quickly. Anthony McGarry running out of space. Liam Conlon funneling back. Here he is again. He's got Colin McGlynn on his left-hand side, going for the point himself. Rather an easy one for Barry Heffernan. Once again, it's Ronan Golding. Kevin Staunton now, trying to open it up inside here. Casey from Charlestown, looking for just a 3rd score for Mayo. And that's dropped over. Kieran MacDonald has done it from Crossmolina, getting their 3rd score of the day, but only a goal and 2 points now against 12 points for Leitrim. Disappointed Mayo faces. But I was down in Mayo during the week and they were saying that sure they'd like to win, but they'd also love to see Leitrim do well. Well, they're doing more than well at this stage. They're looking like winning the Connacht title. Kevin Cahill, wrong-footed that time by Colin McGlynn. Poor pass, however, taken away by Peter Butler. Liam McHale from Michael Coleman. Pat Holmes, the team captain. Butler has started the move. The falling body there of Kevin O'Neill. Mayo's free kick. Taken quickly by Kevin Staunton. On to John Casey, back to Staunton once again. Well, they need a goal. Point will hardly do. MacDonald who got that last score for them. Keeping the point of the attack in the direction of the Leitrim goal. And that's kicked over to very modest applause by Ronan Golding, his 1st point. So Leitrim continuing to lead by double scores, 12 points to 1-3. Eight minutes left now. Martin McHugh tried to pick out Mickey Quinn, who made his championship debut against Mayo all those years ago. Well, back in 1978 to be precise. Cleared a foul there by Declan Darcy. Colin McMenamin. Kevin Staunton into Liam McHale. Here's a chance. Oh, that's a penalty, surely. John Casey taken down. A penalty from Mayo with 7.5 minutes left. Mick Curley in no doubt. John Casey at the end of a nice move. This is where Liam McHale placed the number 17 in the clear. Poor marking. And if this goes in, there'll be only 3 points between them. It was Joe Honeyman who took him down. George Dugdale was there also. Ronan Golding, the number 20, going in to take the responsibility. The referee pointing out he wants everybody back the requisite distance. I'm sure he'll be also having a look out to see whether the goalkeeper who here moves forward. It's a great save by Martin McHugh. Well, a great save, and the goal counts. Punch back in. There's just 3 points between them. It may be Kevin O'Neill who got it. Take a look at this again. Goalkeeper moved smartly to his left-hand side. Ball came back out from an oblique angle and was fisted in. O'Neill the goal scorer, I think. 6 minutes left. Well, now who's going to live on their nerves? Well, what a tense last 5 minutes we seem to be in for now. John O'Mahony having that tension etched on his face. Defence now vital here. Declan Darcy for Leitrim taking it. Getting it clear. Good ball towards Pádraig Kenny. First to the ball there, beating his man who's Peter Butler. Looking around to see just what's on. Down towards Colin McGlynn. George Dugdale, by the way, has gone off in the last couple of minutes. Liam Conlon tugging the jersey there of Anthony McGarry. Jason Ward, the player who's come on. Colin McMenamin might have got a goal earlier on, but for a good save by the goalkeeper. And this time the referee says that's a foul by Ronan Golding. Jason Ward from the St. Bridget's Club in Dublin. Jason Ward from the St. Bridget's Club in Dublin has just come on as a substitute. The Leitrim fans once again now shocked by that goal, trying to get behind their team. It was so possible a few minutes ago, and it still is. Liam Conlon, the player who was fouled. I make it just about 4.5 minutes left, plus some injury time. Declan Darcy coming across to take this free kick. Every attack now so precious. This free for Declan Darcy. Just outside the 45-metre line, little or no breeze about. Going towards the right. That's 2 out of 3 for Declan Darcy, but it was an ambitious one. Dropped in here towards Pat Fallon. Carried forward by McGarry. Everybody just looking to see where the ball's gone. John Casey. Jerry Flanagan. And support there from Joe Honeyman as well. Leitrim in no particular hurry to take the free kick. Nicely dropped down. One back again here by Aidan Rooney, outside to Mickey Quinn. Will he go for the score? He's trying the shot from some considerable distance. Jason Ward, I think, was expecting a shorter pass just to hold possession. Instead, it's Mayo who get the chance to break. Kevin Staunton. There's still time, and it's still possible as Colin McMenamin makes a lot of headway. Now Kevin Staunton once again. Over the head of Ronan Golding. Coming onto it is the team captain, Pat Holmes. John Casey. McHale, but the ball was scooped off the ground, and it's going to be a free out for Leitrim to take some of the pressure off Seamus Quinn and his defenders. Remember the position. It's Leitrim 12 points. They haven't scored for a while. Mayo 2-3, that's 9 points. Just under 2 minutes left. McHugh's kick out. Won again here by Pat Holmes. Knocked into space for Kevin Staunton to chase against Joe Honeyman. Honeyman winning that duel. Declan Darcy always looks around just to see what's available. A range of options open to him. Back from Paul Kieran. Darcy. He's really commanded the centre of the middle for Leitrim on their half-back line. Liam McHale trying to peg back that three-point gap. Fisted on there by Pat Fallon. Seamus Quinn out to Mickey Quinn, his namesake. The referee says hold it up a while. The goalkeeper's been fouled and injured. They're playing away at the other end, but the referee's gone in to check there with his umpire. All this while, Martin McHugh, the goalkeeper, is on the ground. Leitrim, by the way, are just about to bring in a sub. You'll see Barney Breen coming in just a second. John Casey, the player, going across, having his name taken. 5 Mayo players in all had their names taken, and this was the challenge on the goalkeeper. Nothing particularly serious or dangerous. And the scoring chances so far in the match, Leitrim created 33, Mayo only 18. Leitrim taking 12 points, of course. Mayo with 5 scores, 2-3. This is where Martin McHugh went down, and I don't know how badly injured he was here. This is where Casey came across. Well, I think the goalkeeper made a bit of a meal of that. Oh, there's the incident. Now that makes sense. Into the back. Mayo still in injury time, looking for a goal that might take this match to a replay. Kieran MacDonald firing it in, but just over the bar. Well, it needed to be under. His second point, so 2 between them. Over a minute of injury time has been played. 12 points for Leitrim, 2-4 for Mayo. The amateur whistlers here in Roscommon want the referee to call up time. Out as far as Joe Honeyman. There's still a few seconds left, the referee decides. On to Mickey Quinn. How good it will be to see him win a Connacht medal. Still there's time. This is Barney Breen. And Breen, who just came in, and that's going to be a free in. A free in for Leitrim. This is the sweetest day that so many of these Leitrim fans can ever remember. The county reached 4 finals at one stage, I think in the 50s, beaten in each and every one of them. PJ Carroll began all of this a couple of years ago, and it's been carried on by John O'Mahony. Aidan Rooney may well have been told that this is the final kick. Players are already congratulating one another. Rooney kicks. That's gone wide, and it's all over, and Leitrim are the Connacht champions, and John O'Mahony has done it. He did it with his native Mayo, and now he's done it with Leitrim. Just the second time the county has ever won the provincial title. 67 years ago, they last did it. My goodness, what scenes of jubilation we're seeing here. They won it in style. There were only 2 points between them at the end. But my goodness, the full-time score, Leitrim 12 points, Mayo 2 goals and 4. That's 10 points. The day belongs to lovely Leitrim. I doubt they'll be working in Leitrim for the rest of this week. And some of the people who've come here from Dublin and other places to support the team, don't expect them back before Thursday. It's been a tremendous day for Pat Donoghue and for Declan Darcy, the team captain, and of course the wonderful supporters who've had to endure so many heartbreaking days down the years. People believed it was possible, and they've done it. They beat Roscommon, they beat Mayo, they beat Galway. What a championship to win. Has any team ever won a tougher championship? The chairman of the Connacht Council making the presentation to Declan Darcy. 1927, 1994, there'll be Leitrim people all over Ireland, perhaps all over the world, with tears in the eyes, celebrating the return of the Connacht Championship. The cup goes to lovely Leitrim. And there's Tom Gannon, the two captains who have led this Leitrim side. Tom now 95 years of age. There's the cup, it goes back. What a wonderful moment this is.